stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And look out. I think he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. The Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Foles. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
10 yards still left on second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They run with Hunt. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They run again with Ajayi. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters, losing the all-world left tackle? And how about Vate Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down. That's Hunt. And some room to roam now. big play on third down for the Chiefs. 45 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On second down, here's Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Kareem Hunt stopped short of the sticks. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This is Ajayi. Room here to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Allen Bailey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Ajayi. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Come back. Reset.
Foles escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Foles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4. Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Defense showing blitz. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing on third down, Smith. Flush to his right. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And got his man complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, this flush to his left, still on the run, able to act.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off up by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
To throw on 3rd down, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick-6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. And now here comes Kansas City. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. In motion right is Wilson. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Smith. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles... And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run with Ajayi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A get...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Here comes the D swarming to the line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now it's Ajayi. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Head on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. It's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock. And
he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 24 yards. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that will bump the lead up to